Hi, my name is Jane Trigère. It's Trigere. And first of all, tell us what you can about this exhibit. Judith Liberman was here last night and addressed a group of people for the opening, and she went through the exhibit and explained to us how she had put this thing together. She talked about her need to do art on the Holocaust, that she felt compelled to do this. And she started with the ones that are scenes. And she said the first group is individuals, and she pointed to certain ones around the room where you'd see individual people or a few people in individual action. And she said, you'll notice that there are no faces. It's very depersonalized people, but individual moments in time. The next group evolved where there are larger groups of people, still faceless, still depersonalized, but in large group actions, either the boarding where people are getting onto cattle cars, or, well, around the room you'll see different groups that have large groups, again, depersonalized, anonymous. She pointed to one in particular where there are children behind barbed wire, and her technique is such that she does a lot of, it's not just painting, she'll carve out an item and then stamp it. So the face, even though there is a bit of a face on these children, it's the same face that's stamped over and over and over again. Then she moved to, she felt there was a need to understand this whole event in a larger global sense, and she moved to the maps, which are back there, where she takes information, numbers, geography, history, movement of troops or peoples, and there's a whole series that are map-like. And in fact, those are the ones that were the precursors to the wall hangings that we had hanging of Judith Liberman's at our opening in November 1997. Then she moves on to, and then she felt, after that, she felt the need to understand it at a more philosophical level and understand how this could happen at all. And I think that, there's one piece there where that's behind me here, this is the one that has the floor plan of several death camps in the form of a crucifix. And she said last night, a minister asked her, why does a Jew choose a crucifix for a painting that she entitles Where Was God? And her answer was, well, Jesus was a Jew, and he was crucified, and where was God? So I thought that image worked, because this was happening to the Jewish people. Where was God? So she's taken it from the specific to the philosophical, and this is in fact mirrors what we try to do with the children. It's much easier for most of us, and certainly for children, to understand important events when it happens to me, or it happens to somebody right next to me, or it happens to an individual in a story. And then from there, extrapolate and see a larger picture. And from there, go and try to understand the really large picture. Mm-hmm. When we choose an exhibit, we try to do different things at different seasons. And I feel very committed that once a year, there should be an art exhibit. And it's difficult because it's not any art, because I still need a teaching tool. We have about 1,000 children who come through here in class groups. And what is the exhibit? How am I going to use the exhibit to draw out of them some understanding of some human lessons that they need to take on? So this one was chosen specifically because Judith Liberman tells a story with her art. She doesn't want to separate these paintings. And therefore, I called it a Holocaust narrative. Now, narrative is a word you usually use with text, with words. But in fact, her paintings tell a story with pictures. Mm-hmm. And it is a good teaching tool. And I want children to understand that art is a way to communicate big, important subjects, just as well as research, reports, didactic panels. And I think that the children will respond very strongly and positively to this. I think we underestimate our children when we think that we always have to explain things to them in very obvious ways.
Okay, excellent.